Hi and welcome to our SEO video blog. I'm Nick from Creare.
And I'm James.
And today we're going to talk about the basics of on-site optimization as a bit of a follow-up from last week, which was keyword selection.
You should actually be able to hopefully hear us a little better today. We've got some cool little microphones.
Lapel mics.
Yeah. Okay, so the first thing we want to talk about on a website for search and optimization is the architecture or structure of a website. It's important with your design to make sure that you're putting it together in CSS as opposed to tables. What's also important is that you source your CSS and also things like JavaScript externally from separate files. This reduces all the code in the HTML files and just gives you a greater content to code ratio, which is great for search engines. It's also good to have a clear page hierarchy on your website, and ideally, if you can, to structure your navigation in bullet points and real text, which can be controlled through CSS.
Yeah, so once we've kind of got the site architecture together, the next thing we need to look at is the page title and the metadata. Metadata we covered on a previous post, so I won't go into any detail. With your page titles, it's good to have individual page titles across the whole of your site. Also, keep them honest and keyword rich, but don't have kind of 200 characters. Keep them short and sweet and to the point.
Another important element in HTML are heading tags. Heading tags run right the way through from 1 to 6, and ideally if you're using them, you want to be using them in like a hierarchy structure. A page should start with a heading 1 tag at the top. You could then use a couple of heading 2s and a couple of heading 3s. They're great for breaking up paragraphs, and if you use them correctly to match the paragraph text, it works really well for SEO.
Yes. Also, you've probably heard of the phrase content is king, and you can't really optimize for a phrase unless your content reflects that. So kind of Google and other search engines will be looking for your key phrase within your text. This doesn't mean though to go cramming or spamming keywords left, right and centre. It means kind of be honest and ethical, and you should mention your keywords and secondary keywords as you start to write naturally.
It's also important that your keywords do reflect the content of your website. If your website's been built correctly, then it should really be self-optimizing. You can use things like interlinking to your landing pages to really strengthen your keywords on your website.
As well as getting all your pages indexed, you can use your sitemaps. Google and other search engines look for sitemap HTMLs and XMLs, but we're going to go into that in more detail on the next post. So that's basically the basics of on-site optimization. Also, I'd just like to mention that we had a comment from IcePop53135, I think it was, and he mentioned that he uses KEI rather than KOI. Basically, that uses the number that Google returns from a search query rather than the string all in anchor. So very similar, same sort of principles, but slightly different. But thanks for the contribution anyway.
Yeah, thanks for watching our video blog. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them on the comments below. Also try searching iTunes for Creare or Web Design Blog, SEO Blog. You should hopefully find our blog podcast on iTunes now also. So thanks for watching.
Thank you.